Hey everyone, thanks for tuning back in to mattsteinway.com. Alright, this is a bit of an ongoing debate in real estate land. Is a big agency better than a small agency, like a boutique agency, or is a boutique agency better than a large agency? Don't know. I think both have pluses and minuses to some extent. Let's talk about them. Let's get them out there. What would someone think is a plus or minus about a big agency? Okay, so let's talk about some pluses. They work with more buyers. There's more activity. There's more salespeople. There's more action. So you've got more chance of finding the right buyer or buyers. Maybe. So that would be some certain definite pluses on a bigger company that people in the general marketplace would think if they're thinking of listing their home. What are some negatives? Some negatives would be people, potential owners might think you're just another link in the chain. You're another house in a big machine. You won't get as good attention. Pretty much the opposite of what I said. You won't get as good attention. Whatever. You won't get the care factor won't be as great. They put you in and spit you out down there, sold, and just like a big machine. I think that's what people would think. So boutique agency, pluses and minuses. Some pluses would be you get better attention. What else would it be? You get better attention. The sales team would work closely together, trying to actively sell your home as a little unit, as a little team. Greater care factor. And some negatives, they might not work with all the buyers in the marketplace. Their brand might not be as well known, being a smaller boutique agency. What else? That would sort of be the main ones, I reckon. So what do you do? What do you do if that's what you're thinking about at the moment, or you're thinking of selling your home and you're not sure whether you should go large agency or smaller agency? Here's what I think. It doesn't really matter. I think it doesn't really matter to a large extent, because and I want to expand on that for a minute. And it does matter which company you list with, for sure, but it doesn't really matter the size of the company exactly. All right? I think it more matters what the salesperson is like. The person that you list with, if they are average, but they work for a great company, you're probably going to have an average experience, because they're responsible for the sale of your home. So predominantly who you list with is the person that will mostly work with the buyers, that will handle the sale, that handle the negotiation, handle the marketing, handle the process, all of that. So if they're average, your experience is probably going to be average, regardless if it's a big company or small company. So what do? Well, you have to find a great salesperson. You have to find an agent that's passionate, that has energy around wanting to achieve a great result for you, that's skilled in the area of negotiation, that understands how to get your home sold in the current marketplace, that has a strategy around moving forward and a logical path for selling your home, that can present that, and you feel confident that they're the person that is going to do the very, very best job for you. Do not pick an agent just because they work for a certain company. No way, that's ridiculous, because you want to know what that agent is like 100% before you start. I mean, 100%. You don't really know what they're like until they start working for you, but you want to put them through a bit of an interview process, and watch the video that says about selecting an agent. That'll give you a few more other tips on the site a bit early on. That'll give you a few more other tips about how to understand what are they like before you start. So that would be the thing that I would think about, regardless if your friend says, oh, that agency down there's a boutique agency, go to them because they're smaller, you get better attention. That's rubbish. That's not right. Because whether it's a big agency or small, I know some massive companies that are phenomenal. And I know small ones that are phenomenal. So it really comes back to what the salesperson is like that's working in that company, that's going to then attach your property to the company as a foundation or as an enhancement. Companies do bring, the right company does bring another dimension, another depth to your property sale, for sure. You know, I work at McGrath and I love McGrath. I believe McGrath is a phenomenal real estate brand, one of the best in the country. That's just my thoughts about it, but I'm passionate about the McGrath brand. And I know some other real estate brands that are just just as good. They're phenomenal. They're doing great things, and they're in other areas. But it really is the essence of the company within the brand itself. All right. So, do I think my company, or not my company, but no, I'm not going to talk about me. I'm going to talk about large company, small company. But if you pick a great real estate agent that is backed by a great, innovative, moving forward, big care factor company, you're probably going to have a really good experience. Will mistakes happen? Probably. They happen all the time. But they care so much that it'll be fixed and taken care of. So I would look at first the real estate agent that you're interviewing, obviously, but don't just pick an agent because they're at a certain company. Pick the agent because they're good. That's why you need to be picking them. Then look at the company as well and ask yourself, is that company going to be a further enhancement to my property sale and help make it the very, very best experience it physically can be? That's what I think about big agencies, small agencies. All right, question of the day. I'd love to hear from people who have had an experience selling with a big agency or with a small agency. Good or bad, like to hear about it. Share your views, love to hear about it. Thanks for tuning in. And as always, helping make this real estate world a much better place. See you on the next video.